So in this video, we're going to concentrate on coil springs. So I don't know why this vehicle's here, because we won't be putting them under that. Thought I'd play a trick on everybody. April Fool's Day, it's not getting a coil conversion. We're going to talk about what coil spring ratings are, what the numbers mean, and we're going to use the front of the 79 as the example. So what we got here, we've got a set of Terrain Tamer 2-inch coils, but they're rated to 150 kilos. So what does that mean? And what's wrong with the ones that are under this thing already? So these we fitted up when we only had the winch and cradle and the factory bumper bar. And then we put the ARB bar with the worn winch, and so the weight of what we've put on is only just under what these springs are rated. These springs are rated for 100 kilos. Now while they're still riding very well, they're very comfortable. We have had a little bit of a dive at the front, about 5 mil. And what I'm worried about that dive continuing, and we do get a bit more sag than that, and that's not what I want. So we're going to have a little bit more leeway with the 150 kilo ones. And having the ARB bar means I can now use a high lift jack. So we had the wheel off the ground, the shocks at full extension. This is just free now. So we've got the chassis stand under the chassis, got a bottle jack under the diff with the high lift jack. So we'll remove the shock now and then drop the diff a little bit so that we can compress this coil and get it out. So here are the 3 coils. The genuine factory one, which is pretty much useless once you put a bit of weight on the front, maybe only good for those April Fool's Day photos. The Terrain Tamer 100 kg ones, so that'll get you up to 100 kilos. And then obviously we're on the border and we're going to trial these 150 kilo ones. So they're just that little bit taller. So with the radius arms in, it makes it just that little bit more difficult, but you use your spring compressors and you do eventually get them in. We've loosened up those radius arm bolts so that it can all go up and sit where it wants to. I'm not expecting any more height out of this. I'm just expecting it to hold a bit more weight. The depth of those front pads there, they still look pretty good. There's a fair bit of meat on them. Might just give them a clean. Brake and parts cleaner from Penrite, P26. We will need to get those discs off in an upcoming video and get them machined up. Take that glaze off them where we've heated them up. I actually really like the fact that Terrain Tamer use a black coil. And we all know I am a colour person. I just think they're easier to touch up. Now I find the driver's side always a lot easier. No drag link, no panhard, and all the times I've done it, no spring compressors to take the coil out. So you saw that we just got it out. Because of the extra length, we'll need to use the spring compressors just a little bit. Shell hates me using these things. I think they just look dangerous. You really got to be careful where you place them, like this one is in the way now. Bring it down lower. That's how easy it is. You could do a coil swap in your lunch break. What a bugger, eh? One time using the high lift jack and we've broken the paint on that corner. And it's just from where the jack was sitting at the bottom, and the paint's obviously got a thick leading edge on it. I definitely feel like we've gained some height in the front. Wow, that's 30 mil I got out of that coil. So I'm very grateful that we undid that radius arm bolts, the 2 at the front, so that as we got the lift, the diff wasn't pulled backwards. So I'm hoping that settles. We'll take it for a drive and check those numbers in a couple of days' time. We had 990 before, and now we've got 1020. A couple of minutes of footage, the last track day. Now if you thought the coils in the back of the Hilux looked funny, you get to see Nicholas on a KTM.
I went to the danger zone.
So he and his mate Brax in the 65cc class rode fast on a nice dry track. The good mates these two, and Brax is ahead of him in the championship for the club, but that doesn't come between them. So at the end of the day, they actually asked if they could swap bikes for a couple of laps. We said, yeah, why not? The Nicholas on the KTM. And Brax on the YZ. How fun. Good riding, boys. I look forward to next meet. That's all I've got for you this episode. Well, once again, very humbled and appreciative of everything that Terrain Tamer is doing for us. I hope you enjoyed this one. And as always, thanks for watching.